Moving on to the topic of discussion on the show this morning, we are looking at a couple of issues. We're looking at the issue of we're looking at the revenue sharing formula in Nigeria, and also issue of around youth unemployment and how the challenges facing them can also be addressed there. Of course, my guest on the show today is someone who is very knowledgeable in this area. Somebody who was a former Nigerian ambassador to Gambia, the Federal Commissioner representing the FCT at the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Ambassador Ayuba Jacob Ngbako. Glad to have you on Business Daily.
Thank you very much.
I hope I'll get that last name correctly.
Very well.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, glad to have you on Business Daily.
Thank you.
But let's get, first of all, before we go to some of this very important topic, we want to get your reaction as a diplomat yourself. You've been following what has been going on in recent times, especially with regard to threats from Donald Trump about his possible invasion of Nigeria. There have been a lot of, pushback from Nigerian government, and of course some relevant concerned Nigerians as well. What's your take as a Nigerian? You have been a diplomat. What's your take with regards to what the threat from Donald Trump?
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity, and it's my pleasure having myself here. And
thank you so much.
Yes, really, what President Trump, the American president, they have said to me is not a threat. It's a diplomatic leadership being played. It's an advice. Mr. President in Nigeria, we feel that he should do this and that, so that those who have complained to me, they could also be seen being heard. And I thank God that Mr. President Tinubu have reacted, is acting on a way to being the highest diplomat in the land, because he's the highest diplomat in the land. So he is saying it at the highest level. It's a political diplomacy. So what is good for people to say their opinion, and they say, you know, one thing that I find Nigerians are good, we are too emotional. We don't look at things critically. We need to have critical thinking. Yes, when President Trump said this, what if, for example, even in police station, the first person to be heard is the person who complained. So if some Nigerians have complained, and they have written, they have visited, and Mr. Trump, President of America, is saying, look, I've heard these people complaining, and this is what I would do in order to support these people, in order to support the federal government. I'm coming to remove those people. No, it is not left now for our president to feel, what did I do? And Mr. President have said it's hard for collaborations to make sure that Nigeria stands as it's supposed to be. I know, for example, in my family, I have Muslims, I have Christians. Where I'm coming from, Gariki, we have stayed side by side for over 100 years. So what is it? So I think, well, in the democratic era, it's good. At least people are debating. And I think, to me, there's nothing to worry about, because Mr. President has the capacity to make sure that the dialogue with President Trump and get the issue solved.
Indeed, which is very, very important. That dialogue is very, very key. All right, let's come to our main topic of discussion, starting with the revenue sharing formula in Nigeria. What is your take? If you look at the current statistics, it only favored the federal government. Currently, federal government is taking 52.68%. The state is taking 6.72%, and the local government is going home with 20.6%. And a lot of people are saying the federal government is taking too much. Well,
you see, I'm not. I don't want to deal with this because I'm not the chief executive. Right. The chief executive is the chairman of the commission, who is Dr. N.B. Shehu. I wish one day you will invite him here. Really, I know we are working to make sure that things are reviewed, and I think under his leadership, he's doing well. Soon you will hear from him how we are going about it. But again, which you see, the percentage you are seeing, there are some other things that fall within, like FCT. FCT is taking 1% out of that. You have ecological fund, you have a natural resource development fund, and so many other things. At the end, you see what the federal government is getting is not what you see this, as it is started. But I want to say again, I know around 1994, 95, when we have a constitutional conference under late General Abacha, we were trying to see that there will be what we call evolving, or rather a kind of bringing down powers from federal government to state level, and local government.
Yes, devolution of power.
Devolution of power, thank you. So this was there, and I think particularly now under President Tinubu is doing much. Today, before now, we all have a Niger Delta Development Commission. Now, all the 6 geopolitical zones, each zone has a development commission. And I think we are trying to, there is devolution of power. And I think the state should also be up and doing. For example, if the state has shown concern or show capacity to me, doing what any Nigerian will look that they are doing, you will discover the question of the devolution of power will come naturally. And somebody who is the president is willing to say, look, the power need to go to state and local government. For example, for some times, local government, at local government, they don't know what is allocation.
But the autonomy is still not total.
No. You see, we have to go step by step. And I know in the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, we are doing much to make sure that the judgment that was passed, it is also implemented. And I appreciate my chairman. It is, in fact, very soon, not very soon, he has set up, he has a committee now on local government. All right. Yes, monitoring, to make sure that this judgment that was passed, really the local government should be up and doing. Right. This autonomy is very nice, and I know the state government need to give it a trial. All right. Yes, and being one of the local government chairmen in those days, and I think I know what happened. I became a chairman when General IBB retired. Was they saying we have autonomy? Yes,
that's under the military government.
Yes, we have autonomy. In fact, we were employing our staff to level 16, 17. So I can see that there is need to go back to that. And if it is done, that is when you will see grassroots development. All right.
Right, that's indeed. Let's stay with this, the local government autonomy, which is the government that is closer to the people.
That's right.
But the governors tend to, in most states, the governors are hijacking the funds going to states. I've heard the local government commission chairman complaining that he's only signing documents without seeing the money.
Well, you see, sometimes I don't blame the state government, because you have elders in every state. The elders should be able to say, Mr. Governor, you are doing wrongly. All right. We want development at local level. All right. So why not give them their money? Again, the local government chairman, why they assign what I do not collect? I'm better remove than to, I'm better removed than to sign what I do not collect. Do not see. If that is the case. So, but that is the reason why Mr. President is saying, no, we can't continue that way. And I know the state government are cooperating. Right. And if it is done very well, and sooner or later, I know it is going to be done very well, you will see development at the grassroots.
All right. In most cases, you see governors handpicking the local government chairman, especially in most states. I don't know.
Well, you see, the issue, okay. The issue here is that it still goes down to leaders at the grassroots.
All right.
For example, if in every state you have retired generals, you have former governors, you have this and that, they should be able to help governor.
All right.
Nobody is in isolation.
All right, Ambassador. Yes. Let's also look at the proposal to increase salary. Salaries of public office holders as well. That came from the Office of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, which you are a very strong representative of FCT. Do you think that proposal is well thought out?
Well, you see, the public office holders you are talking about Mr. President, Vice President, and down to the line, even in case of FCT, to chairman and supervisor and so on. Now you look at it, I think even the CBO governors and more than Mr. President. I think today the Chief Justice of Nigeria and more than Mr. President. Now, we are not saying that increasing their salary is going to drain the economic of the nation. How much is it? Now we want to hold Mr. President to accountability, and that is one of the ways. We have many ways of holding somebody into accountability through digital, through fiscal means, and so on and so forth. For example, you see, Minister is earning little above 1 million. And when you take his taxes, what do you have? So we are trying to see with the reality. Yes, I know people are looking at, minimum wage is this and that and that. Yes, it is so. But then, until the head is cured, before the down will be okay. So what I'm thinking, we have not come out to say this is what we are doing, but we are working towards that. And it will come to public, and the public have opinion to advance their reasons. And we are all Nigerians. Right. We that are in revenue mobilization, we are all Nigerians. We listen to every opinion. We can't just do it without hearing from the public.
Okay, we hope that the motion or the decision will get to the public hearing.
Oh, definitely.
Where we can, yes, the public can make their input.
That's right.
Because when you look at it, the people themselves who are the main people who, those in government are representing, are actually going through a whole lot. These are the people that need empowerment. These are the people that need support. So what do you think should be done with regards to, creating economic activities for the young people in Nigeria, and of course, if you look at the 36 states, and of course the FCT as well?
Well, you see, we have the...
Talking about addressing...
Yes, we have the federal government there who has different ways of different programs trying to address empowerment. And I tell people, empowerment doesn't mean only money. It means even capacity building, even mental building, and different things. Now, this is federal government. You have state. You have local government. We don't need, the way I look at it, now we don't need to be complaining, looking onto President Tinubu always. The state should come up with their own empowerment program for the youth. You see, I query our educational system. When they were giving us certificate, they will tell us you are found worthy of academic and character. They will never mention skill. But education, the component of education is knowledge, is a character and skill. Now, the knowledge that we were worth of is in a mess. The character is in a mess. Do you know why? The parents decided to give their children to government, thinking that when they are providing, the government is providing knowledge, they also feel that they should mold their character. The skill was nothing to mention. I thank God now that we have learned from some areas, or some group of people in Nigeria. You can't go to Southwest. You can't go to Southeast. You can't go there. You see them, even a small child is able to have a skill. And
as a representative
yes.
and a stakeholder in the FCT, what are you doing to empower your people? You talk about Southwest and Southeast.
That's right. You see, I'm 2 years old in the revenue mobilization. After this, I discovered that let's call it 65 years ago, or before then, after our independence, what developed Southwest was cooperative. Village and so on. So what I've decided to do in FCT, one is to create cooperative in different sectors. Presently, we have developed, or in the process of registering them, we have what we call ARHA, Trading Cooperative Society. It's going to be an umbrella whereby mining cooperative society, housing cooperative society, nutrition cooperative society, natural resource development cooperative society, tourism cooperative society, and so on and so forth, and making them also to join association. I'm encouraging.
In terms of providing skills.
Yeah, it is through,
very, very important.
It is through this.
If you're not skillful.
No, it is through this cooperative that the skill will come up. You have graduates. Probably you graduated in reading history. It doesn't mean you cannot be better. Through cooperative, we'll have carpentry. We have I call it blue collar jobs. You have
tailoring.
Tailoring. You have in fact, when I was deputy mayor, but then chairman of the council, AMAC, that is what we are doing. That is what happened during IBB, President IBB. These people, by then it was secondary school leavers who they are attached to people. Those who tailoring, carpentry, and so on and so forth. So now graduates should not be seen until when we are dealing with white-collar job. In fact, the better they acquire this skill, the better they become what we call organized private sector. And that is what I'm trying to do. All right. Because now, our Minister Wike, His Excellency, Wike cannot do everything. I have a duty to contribute. I have a duty to fill it by 2027. My governor wins the election in the FCT. Because
but there is no governor. FCT
I have a governor. No, Constitution has provided it. The Constitution said Mr. President is the governor of FCT. Okay. And he has the power to appoint a minister. He may.
Okay.
To me, it was just a lacuna. You could have said he had the power to appoint a governor.
Okay.
That is the confusion we have.
Okay.
That constitution is there.
All right, Ambassador.
Yes.
Another concern is the fact that you mentioned graduates, which
Yes.
is very, very key.
Yes.
But what we've seen that those that went to university, went to polytechnic and other high institutions, once they come out, the only thing they're actually waiting for is to get this white-collar job. Getting the requisite skills for them to make them employable even in some instances. For example, some of the things that were taught in school, when you come out of school, you discover that you need to even undergo some training for you to be able to perform better in your field. But what do you think can be done? Because this mentality of I have a degree, I must become XYZ, I need to be, reduced, not just from just the FCT, across the state of the Federation.
Okay. Now, maybe you are aware or you are not. Mr. President have just set up a steering committee that will bring renewed hope agenda at world level. I think it's just like trying to promote NDE or something of that nature, so that the graduate at grassroots, they are here to bring out the blueprint. But I know it is targeted to, I feel it is targeted to graduates. Graduates at world level should be able to come together and say, this is our company. This is what we can do cooperatively. Once they team together, they achieve better.
All right.
So I feel that just as I said, the steering committee have not come out with their roadmap. Yes. But I think it is gearing to that. And if it becomes so, I think we are in a different way. We are going to NDE during the time of IBB. And you know, we have a media and scale development agency and so on and so forth. I feel that the state governors, including the minister of FCT, should buy should key in not only road infrastructure alone. We have natural resource development fund in which every state is can access.
All right, let's look at the mining activities in FCT. You are a big stakeholder, and I've seen a lot of mining activities that are not regulated. We have a lot of artisanal miners in the FCT. Some of them are doing it on small scale basis. We also see some foreigners also infiltrating them, using them to take some of these mineral resources away. What do you think we can do to ensure that the solid minerals that we have benefit the local people?
Okay, that is very fine. As I told you, very soon, the mining cooperative society in the FCT.
You're working on that.
Yeah, I'm working on that one very well, and I'm liaising with what you call mining. It is National Association of Mining.
Yeah, National Association of Mining. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm working with them to make sure that if you have cooperative society at every ward, we have 62 wards, there is no illegal mining that will take place. Let me be fair to the present minister for solid mineral. What is his name? Yes, he's doing. In fact, that is the best. What do you call it?
But the contribution of mining to our GDP is still very low.
Yes,
compared to what we're getting from Korea.
In fact, it has improved. We know what is being shared. Before,
of course, you are the you see all the figures.
Yes, before virtually a year, you have not seen anything. But now every 3 months, in fact, every month, you see something coming in. And again, in the revenue mobilization, under the Committee of Solid Mineral, monitoring, we are trying to we are advising the federal government to bring out the regulatory body, so that just as like you have in crude oil sector or in the petroleum sector, we should have regulatory bodies, so that all these things will not be people coming to take our soil mineral and go away with it. Yeah, they need, when you have a regulatory body, they will be able to do what is needful.
What about having developing the value chain? Instead of mining the gold, bringing out the raw gold, and then export it to China or export it to America or any other place, why can't we put machinery in place so that we can begin to produce chain, produce ring, produce all the product that can actually be produced from gold, developing the value chain of some of these mineral resources?
Well, let me appreciate Nasarawa State Governor. I think either you have executive, what do you call it, executive
order,
or there is a State House or Assembly has a law now. There is a law that you must process in Nasarawa State. So that is a good step. And I think other states are thinking the same way. You see, before now, now, with that Dangote, our oil, crude oil was refined somewhere and brought back to Nigeria. Now we are getting out of it. Dangote can compete with any refinery in this world.
Yes.
So, therefore, we have to, you see, the economic reforms by Mr. President. Yes, it appears hard, but I happen to be an advertorial board of knowing the economy managers of Mr. President. It's a body doing that. We'll soon launch the book. Yes, right. We have seen that the reforms, yes, the Nigerians are feeling hard, but at the long run, in fact, there is improvement a lot physically. What people are saying now is the impact
on the people.
Yes, and Mr. President is taking taking a step to make sure that the grassroots have a relief. And that is why I said there's a steering committee. Right. I think it's headed by, I've forgotten exactly who is heading the committee. But Minister for Budget and so on and so forth, they are
members of the board.
Yes.
Okay.
Members of the steering committee.
Of the steering committee.
Yes.
Sorry. All right. Let's also look at the issue of the FCT development. As a citizen and as a stakeholder in the FCT, are you happy with the inclusiveness of your people in FCT development? I've seen a lot of protests from the FCT indigenes about the exclusion by the federal government.
Well,
under this government, you've never had a minister from the FCT.
Well, that is what I want to say. I happen to have been a PDP state chairman in 1998 to 99. To be fair to former President Obasanjo, he just like any other state, he wrote us to present 3 names. We did. In our neck, it was after the ministerial list was out, we asked, why is our own? He asked me he told me to hear from our national chairman. Let Salamola said, I'm just trying to bring a story. Said, we are not a state. We said, but it is stated that FCT shall be seen as if it was one of the states of the federation.
What is the 7 states?
Yes. So we brought ourselves before former President Obasanjo. He told us, please go to court. If the court says today I should give you a minister, he will do. But we discovered there was a lacuna. What did he say? He said, there's an area in the Constitution. He said, anybody who is the minister of the Federal Capital, minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria must be an indigene of that state. Fine. We went to court. Until 2018, we had a judgment.
All right.
Now, I'm telling you the genesis. Mr. President Tinubu came. He came and gave us a minister who is the Minister for
Special
the Special Duty and Intergovernmental. In fact, I'm a board of trustee of the Gbagi Youth Association of FCT. Okay. In fact, yesterday they were in my house. Right. That it is in fact, we have not appreciated Mr. President. I said, go ahead and get prepared. Okay. We appreciate Mr. President. All right. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Another area that
yes.
the youth empowerment, also youth involvement, rather, is the creative economy. That space is very, very big. And in the FCT, I've moved around. I've seen a lot of young people that are into arts. A lot of them are into carving, wood carving, and so many of them. How do we bring these people together to make sure that they contribute to creative economy? Already we have the Ministry of Arts and Culture and, of course, the creative economy.
You see, I don't need, it is not in my habit, just like former President, General IBB, is my model. I don't advise, I don't complain publicly to about my leader. But let me say this. I think His Excellency, we can need to do better. We appreciate him for road construction. By human capital is very poor.
Very important, absolutely.
Very poor.
And it's not only particularly to FCT, across Nigeria.
No, I'm talking of FCT.
We pay
you see,
so much attention.
For example, our own is vulnerable in the sense that the person who is the minister is not from FCT. Every state, a governor is from that state. As I'm sitting here, I have not got opportunity to see
the FCT
minister. All the federal commissioners. That's why I say I don't like complaining. You see, as he arrived here, I don't know, I blame the two of them. We have minister from FCT, and he's there. But I feel that if, for example, there was a mandate secretary from each of the 6 area council, it could be a different thing. I have the idea that there should be at least one mandate secretary from each of the area council, and there should be at least one from 6 geopolitical zone, making 12. What is too big about it? The whole thing is the government is out there to protect the people in all sectors.
All right.
So that is what I'm saying, that I think our beautiful and good minister should do more.
Well, as we begin to wrap up now, despite the fact that you said you're not going to complain publicly about those in position of leadership, you were one of those who actually supported the removal of FCT from the Treasury single account when that was announced. Why did you do so?
Well, you see, during Mohamed Bello, who was the minister, we could see the trouble on that. This is a place like a state. Now, you can't allow him to access internal revenue generated, and to have permission from Mr. President. And when in his own capacity as a capacity minister, he approached Mr. President, and that is President Tinubu. And President Tinubu saw a reason for that, and he approved it. I don't have any reason to say no, because it creates more opportunity for many things.
You don't think there may be, abuse?
Well, there are machinery for check and balances. National Assembly are there. Let me remind you, the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who are in the National Assembly, they are
FCT Assembly.
But what I'm feeling that really there should be all this committee, there should be FCT State House or Assembly, wherever this committee gets me, they will come and deliberate about FCT. They are there, but they should have a FCT where they meet and where we meet with them.
I'm sure there's chairman House and Senate Committee on the FCT who oversight the spending of the Federal Capital Territory.
That's right. But there should be a structure, a building that we can meet them. Okay. If the Senate Senate Committee on FCT is the speaker there, let the House of Representatives be the deputy, so that we can see them and lay our decision. Okay. Now we cannot, before we write a complaint to them, they have 101 problem or challenges.
All right, Ambassador, before we go, in 30 seconds, I know you serve as Executive Director of Commercial Services at NEMSA, which is a Nigeria Electricity Management Service Agency. You are also well informed in that regard. Talk to us about what do you think about our current, power generation. So many policies, privatization. It doesn't seem to be working.
Well, in
60 seconds.
Yes, thank you very much. I don't have time to say it because I need to elaborate what all the function of different agencies as
in summary.
Yes. There is more to be done, and I know Mr. President have taken a step. Like every state have the right to have a regulatory commission in their state to see that the electricity is giving more attention. And I think it's a good step. Absolutely. I think Enugu have started. And I think
Lagos, Kaduna.
And no, I know Enugu and I think in Lagos. I think all this. I'm waiting for my minister to do
start
one.
In the FCT.
That's right.
As well. Thank you so much, Ambassador Ayuba Jacob Ngbako, FCT Commissioner, Revenue Mobilization and Allocation and Fiscal Commission. There, that is the representative in the FCT. He was the former Nigerian ambassador to the Gambia. We thank you for your time on Business Daily today.
Thank you very much for allowing me to say the little I can say.
Thank you so much.
I wish I will have another opportunity.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
As long as we are here, we'll always invite you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, with that is a wrap on the show. Today we'll be back again tomorrow. I am Yusuf Akuogu.